look away from the train wreck. You can blame it on the tech or the disrespect. If you play better, button check. Button check.
What is up, Butt Check family? Welcome back to yet again a beautiful day of checking these buttons. It's Friday, the weekend is here. We done made it. We got a lot happening this weekend and so on. Look, chapters down below if you want to skip around, and of course that sub button right there. Thank you guys, as always, for taking the time to help the channel grow. We got so much to check, so without further ado, let's go. And now next up for them sponsored buttons that need to be checked. That's right, the beautiful people at Magic Spoon reached out to us today and sponsored this episode. And because of you guys, because we are growing here, we have yet again another opportunity to be sponsored. So for those that may not know, Magic Spoon is basically cereal reinvented. So it's the same great taste that you remember, but it's upgraded to like more adult ingredients and no artificial flavors or dyes. It has 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein. That's right, 13 to 14 grams of protein and 4 to 5 grams of net carb in each serving and 140 calories per serving. And of course, information not only on the screen, but down below. Definitely use those links, click on them and use the promo code ButtonCheck. Get $5 off of any order. That's right, promo code ButtonCheck to save $5 off of any order. Or you can go to magicspoon.com/buttoncheck. Go, we got cocoa. We got fruity. What else do we got? We got frosted, which I'm looking forward to, and we got peanut butter, which I'm really looking forward to. All right, let's go ahead and give this the taste test. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product that it's backed by 100% happiness guarantee. What that means is if you don't like it for any reason, they'll give you 100% of your money back, no questions asked. So go ahead, use that link down below. Remember, promo code ButtonCheck, save $5 today in the QR code. The QR code on the screen, you can use that at any time as well. 13 grams of protein per serving and 0 sugar. I'm always struggling. What'd you say?
I was gonna say, that's a lot of protein in cereal.
I know, it's crazy, right? Like, I'm always struggling. I was just talking to my wife about it. My breakfast options are horrible. Like, literally, I'm struggling. Sometimes I'll eat like something left over for dinner just for breakfast because I don't ever have breakfast options. So this is actually really good. I've literally just found a legit premium breakfast option that can keep me full all morning and taste delicious. Out of all the ones we've tasted, we got the peanut butter, we got the fruity, we got the frosted, we got the cocoa. Which is your favorite one?
The
Frosted. So there it is one more time. Thank you to the people at Magic Spoon. Links down below, QR code right there, button check promo code. Check it out. Thank you guys for everything. Let's go. All right, now into them first set of pro player privilege / point system needing to be changed. The debate, right? Continuation from yesterday, that whole Capcom seeding thing, right? The lottery. Buttons that need to be checked. Possibly the longest title we've ever had on this show. All right, so this one starts right here with Big Bird saying, I hope you all know how desperately we need the point system with this much money on the line. I remember there was a lot of people happy when Capcom announced the tour would be online only back in June because LOL's tour only supports sponsored players. I see Damascus responding as well saying, I genuinely am inclined to just say anyone who says tours only support sponsored players isn't actually looking for top competition, but rather representation. Competition over representation any day. Big Bird responds back saying, we can have representation in other events when there isn't much money on the line, but fuck that. Yo, that's what's up. I didn't know Big Bird got down like that. Okay. But fuck that. When there's life-changing money on the line, the best of the best with proper seating should take priority, in my opinion. Obviously, assuming you qualify fair and square with points. Damascus responds again saying, 100% agreed. This could be the biggest prize any player in this cup will ever get, and the seating or lack thereof is penalizing players who have been successful just because RNG said so. I'll be cheering for you as always anyway, brother. He responds back again saying, pretty much, Evo qualifier got the worst seed, dead, and thank you, my brother. My group isn't easy, but I'll do my best and will leave the rest in Allah's hands. And then somebody below that says they don't want 16 Japanese players in top 32. There's a middle ground to be found though. And it gets even deeper right here with Luffy saying, well, as a pro, I totally want the point system back. So most of the best goes to Capcom Cup, blah, blah. I think it's gonna be hard to come back to it. Capcom clearly took the road of everyone got a chance, opening the region/online to enhance the regional communities more. But it's gonna be hard to come back to an elitist system communication-wise. Capcom will take a lot of backlash from non-pro players who could compete through the years, support their regional champ, etc. versus 50 pros in the world that want the point system. Now, good luck, Group F, clown face. Then it takes an interesting turn because Ending Walker, right, sees this, responds and says, I feel like you guys are forgetting who Mena and Angry Bird are in the pool with. Ooh, talk your shit, Walker. I'm not going to make it easy for them. Neuro sure as hell won't either. Lashar and Kaba too. Just look at everyone's tweets. Nobody here is accepting their loss. We are all trying our damnedest to win. That's what the hell I like to see. It's like, yeah, y'all forget who they in the pool with? We some sharks too. And then going back to the original debate, right? Big Bird asked this saying, my favorite part of this whole seating topic is calling already established players privileged. Like we didn't start and build ourselves from the ground up and had to work to get where we are. Twitter is funny. Continuing saying, damn bro, Daigo is really privileged. Yeah, it's not like he's been traveling and competing since before most of the current player base was born. But I see somebody by the name of Tommy adding to this saying, they're not saying top players didn't earn their spot, just that if you have money to travel, speak English well, have good players / a strong scene to practice locally and supportive family, you are in a way privileged, and assuming those without those things are bad is false. Big Bird responds back to that saying, I didn't have money to travel. My community believed in me and funded my travels early on because they thought I was good. Then you got some saying, okay, well, that means you're privileged. Right here saying, but you are now privileged. Also, you guys always lived in good country, close to most than anything you wanted to practice. Imagine someone in a third world shithole country that needs to work 8+ hours a day trying to travel offline events. Not gonna happen. And Big Bird responds to that as well saying, close to most, I travel 16 hours to the US, 7 hours to Europe, and 10 to 12 hours to Japan. Yeah, very close. So obviously some point of views and some heated stuff going on, right? But even deeper, because Mena brings up another perspective, right? Saying, even though my situation was a bummer, the real tragedy was the two players qualifying from the same region, South Africa, landing in the same pool. That should never happen. And then Rob TV speaks out. Not only that, he made a video, right? After that live presentation where they did the lottery. And I want to say this real quick. In no way is it any fault or blame on the host, right? On Ringe or Rob, right? They did an amazing job. And I'm not saying that people are saying that. I'm just saying, like, I actually liked the energy and the laughter that they brought to the stream, you know what I'm saying? But they went a step further, and Rob TV, you know, trying to clear some air. Check out the clip.
All right, so, yeah, my bad. But in all seriousness, obviously, it's not really our fault. Group F is fucking insane, right? So my question is, what do we do about seeding? Is there anything different we could do in the future, like that Capcom can do in the future? Because you can't see, like, you can't officially say somebody from X region, which is a much easier region, it just is, as far as the skill level there.
Yeah.
You can't seed them lower than somebody from Japan, which is the way harder region, right now at least, because they're not, it's not the old system of CPT where they're all playing against each other.
Yeah, exactly.
So, would a committee?
Yeah, it's hard, right? Like we kind of talked about a little bit, committee, but then what goes into that is weighing the specific tournaments that people qualify from, right? Based on like quality of competition, number of entrants, the region itself. And then that means that all the players have to be okay with that as well, right? Because as you mentioned, like if you come from South Africa, you're like, I'm number one in South Africa.
So you,
why
and I didn't get the chance to play in Japan.
Yeah,
I didn't
exactly.
get the chance to play in US. It's not my fault.
Yeah, so who knows how good I am compared to their number ones, right? Because I didn't get the chance to play them. So that argument is very valid for something like that. So it's hard either way, for sure.
If the community was with the committee idea.
Yeah.
Like okay, we gonna vote this amount of people, we cool with this amount of, or the pro players. Capcom Cup qualified players over the last 2 years, or at least over this year.
Yeah.
Maybe they're allowed to vote. Maybe there's a group name.
That's true.
And they can vote on on a committee of people.
Yeah.
And that committee is trusted to anonymously, you don't know their votes and shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Weight regions.
I would be down with that.
Would you do it?
I would. Personally.
What do y'all think as fans about that idea? This is just brains because I can't think of what else or what other ideas y'all have. And pro players, what do y'all think about that? Because this group F.
We're trying to avoid having to cry to ourselves in the shower for 45 minutes after drawing the group. So.
Yeah, bro.
Because this was rough.
Yeah. It's painful. So, you know, I don't know, brainstorming. Sad.
So there you go, man. That's what's up. Big up to Rob and Ringe, man. You can tell they felt bad. Like I said, they did a great job. And they're just trying to figure it out. Like everybody else is debating and whatnot. And interesting enough, You know, Capcom originally they said that they're not going to do any announcements for Street Fighter 6, which got a lot of people, you know, depressed and shit. They were like, this is bullshit. This is the biggest one ever, and you're not going to give us any good announcement? Like, what's that about? But they did say there's going to be an esports announcement. So, in light of recent events, that might be, I'm not gonna say better, but that might be even like bigger than we originally thought it was gonna be, because this right here seems like a dumpster fire, right? So I would imagine everybody now that's really a fan, that's really ingrained in the FGC, you know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna be listening more than ever, trying to figure out, okay, what the hell is this esports announcement, and are we about to fix what just happened? And just when you thought it couldn't get any deeper, hey, it gets deeper. Right here, Punkdagod, right? Has some thoughts, has some perspectives. He says everyone is just beating around the bush today and saying they want the old system back, when in reality, everyone just wants the best of the best at our World Finals. Capcom Cup is the only finals that is filled with 80% filler matches. Let me say that again. 80% filler matches. When you see certain players match up, no diss to anyone, but it's the sad truth about our so-called World Finals. Adding to this, saying if the tournament was the best, there would be no such thing as Group F Death Group, since every group would be extremely hard instead of getting random seeded groups where the best can end up together while the weaker players get it easier groups and can possibly make it out. I see 801 Gustavo responding to this saying, replies are hilarious, goes to show how a bunch of people who don't even play the game or care about integrity yet still give their opinion any chance they get. Punk says Twitter burgers are what we refer to them as. More adding to this saying, and the best of the best or the most privileged, because I don't think anyone wants to get rid of the World Warrior aspect of the CPT. People just want more offline, so these fillers that you say are most likely staying. You were a filler once in a sea of Japanese players. Stop it. Punk responds saying, what does most privilege really mean? Being sponsored? Which every sponsored player worked for and had to pay money out of their own pockets to even be able to have the chance at that. I see another response to that saying, I think Capcom can keep the format, but just let the people enter any region they're in on the day of competition for that region. If you want 5 chances to qualify, fly out to 5 places, find 5 good internet connections / computers, but if they won't open it up, then it's just awkward. Punk says, I agree with that. Also, it's a great way to fix the qualifying system if they do want to keep the tournaments online. But I see someone else, right, saying, for real, I'm honestly okay with the new system because of the randomness of it. If certain brackets happens, they happen. If they don't, they don't. People got to get this favorite player mentality out of the way and let everything ride. But Punk disagrees with that, saying it's not even remotely close to seeing your favorite player. It's about seeing the best of the best at a tournament meant to showcase the best of the best, right? Others are like, I see no lies here, but they're gonna say you're hating regardless. In saying that Cap Cup is missing players like you, Kakaru, Tokido, Nemo, etc. Capcom can't market this as the best in the world. It's not true. And there you have it, man. I'll continue to put some of the tweets on because some people are gonna agree and disagree, but yeah, like I said, it's a lot, right? There's a lot of debate to be had. Now, on one hand, you have people saying that, yeah, they kind of like it the way it is because it's still random and it gives people a chance that normally wouldn't get one. But on the other hand, they're saying it's the best of the best. It has nothing to do with privilege. We talking about the best and the best. And when we're looking at this tournament, some pro players are saying that we're not trying to hate, but we can clearly see it's not the best of the best. Like Punk was saying, it was like, yo, or else Group F wouldn't even be a thing because every group would be killers. So how do y'all feel about that? I mean, I don't know what the solution is, but it obviously feels that there could be a better way. I don't envy the people that have to make this decision or even deal with something like this, but I do agree that when we're looking at it this year, I kind of feel that. I kind of felt it during the lottery, right? That it doesn't appear to be the best of the best. How many times did I say that it was weird as hell that Punkdagod is not in this tournament? Daigo is not in this tournament. So many killers, amazing all-star players are going to be at that LCQ trying to get in. It just feels weird, don't it? It feels weird as hell that some of these guys are not there. That it is, ladies and gents. Definitely let me know how you are feeling. Thank you guys for the amazing love, man. Look, I told you we had a hot one, right? And big up to Magic Spoon. I don't know if you guys missed the video, but we talked about them once before. They actually sponsored the whole month. not just one video. So we got one more video to show of them sometime next week, man. So thank you guys. It's because you guys are watching the channel and help it grow that we even have opportunities like this. So big up to Magic Spoon. And before we get out of here, I wanted to give a special shout out to @OkiMinitro777. I'm probably butchering the name, but yo, he did the $2 super thanks, said good ass Tekken. OkiMinitro. Sorry about the name. I know I'm saying it wrong, but thank you for the massive love, man. I appreciate it. So there it is one more time. And as always, if we don't see you tomorrow, it'll definitely be the next day. And you already know, I don't know what it is, but I know it's about to get better. Love y'all forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
And now into that moment of FGC bliss. This one right here was from none other than Snake Eyez, right? He posted this the other day saying, I just woke up, had a dream of 3 DJs of 3 DJs drive rushing me at the same time, and it's Black History Month.
DJ! You got paid?